Hey guys, so today's 7 on Sunday. Okay, we've just gotten our fresh batch of April topics and I'm very keen, even though this week's topic, which is books that you forgot you owned, I don't know how to do this topic because I don't forget about the books that I own. Like, I don't know how that's kind of possible that you just forget that you have something. That being said, I have accidentally bought a DVD in a TV show that I didn't realize I already bought, but then I forgot about it. So technically, it's happened with TV shows and movies, but books, it doesn't really happen. So I'm just going to talk about like one book that I wish I could forget that I own, like in a joking manner, and the rest are just books that I haven't read yet that I keep forgetting that I need to read them. So that is about where I'm at with this topic, but let's get into it. So if I could forget that I own Twilight, I would be in a better place, but I also love to bring up Twilight because it's shit, you know? Like, Midnight Sun besides was actually a pretty good experience. Like, it was a fun time. Twilight is always going to be a fun time, but like, you know, it's gotten to the point where it's a bit embarrassing to own this, you know? Like, it's a little bit like, oh god, I'm one of those people that have Twilight. Like, this copy is so battered. It's like crooked and bent. Like, I've dropped this so many times. I've read this so many times. Like, this is one of these books where I'm just like, my god, it's been places. And I wish I could forget about that book. Next, I want to talk about The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings. And I totally only read this book because when I actually used to really like watching Sasha Ellsberg when she was way more bookish, but now she doesn't really do much of anything. Her friendship with Lindsay Cummings was always really interesting. And when they wrote Zenith together, I was like, oh yeah, this is cool too. But I read The Murder Complex because I wanted to read a book from Lindsay, and I read this and I really enjoyed it, and then I never read the sequel. So I feel like I've kind of forgotten that I have this duology because it just sits there. It just represents for me the way some booktubers used to be back in the day, because there's a few people that have changed that I don't really like the way that they've changed, and some that have grown really well, like Christine or Jessie. They've done a really good job of maintaining everything, but then like for Sasha Ellsberg, I feel like she really changed as a person for me, and I'm not really a big fan of her anymore, and I don't really watch her videos. I do follow her on Instagram and I see certain things that she does, but like, I couldn't be fussed anymore. So this is kind of one of those things where it's just like, it's like forgotten for like the time period as well. Next, I want to talk about The Glittering Court, and I own all of them. Does everyone remember when we were all obsessed about this book and we all were really excited to read it and it was really cool? And then the concept that these other two books were set at the same time but different characters, and it was all meant to be this really cool thing. And I bought these books as they came out and I still haven't read the sequels, and I feel like I just want to forget about these because it's not happening. And the story that I was really keen to read was this one, I think, but like even then I can't remember. And basically in this book you never find out what happens to these characters, and then I'm sure when you read this one you're like, oh, what happened to her, what happened to him? And like, I don't know, it just seems like something that I don't know when I'm gonna read. Like, I hope that I can, but like, I don't know. Next, I want to talk about An Ember in the Ashes by Sabah Tahir. I honestly feel like I want to unhaul these because this book frustrates me, because I used to own it in paperback and then I decided to buy it in hardcover, and then the covers changed like 84 times, and now I can't get anything that matches and it shits me. And I already own this hardcover, so I had to go and find this hardcover that matches so that they look the same. But then the third book only came out in this cover, which is not the same. It's not the same. It's taller, it doesn't match, and it just shits me. And now they have all the new covers with the people on them, and it's like, yes, I could probably buy like a paperback box set, but do I care enough? But part of me is so frustrated because it cost me so much to get these books anyhow, and I haven't even finished reading the series at all. I haven't even read the second one, I haven't even read the third one, and I'm just frustrated that my brain just tells me to forget about these, and I feel like I want to unhaul them, but it's like the amount of money I put into this, it's just like, do I unhaul it or do I not? Do I try and get a paperback set, or like Fairy Loot, which keeps like releasing box sets of beautiful books where I'm just like, maybe I could buy that, but then it's like, no, don't want to keep wasting money. So like, the frustration is real. So I don't like to remember the feeling that I get when I'm frustrated about this series. Next, I want to talk about King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. I mainly keep forgetting that I need to read this. The second book is coming out soon, and with the show coming out very soon, I feel like I really should pick up this book, yet I just haven't done it yet. And every time I look at my shelves and I go, oh yes, I own this, when am I gonna read it? Who knows? Like, who actually knows? Like, I really do need to pick this book up because You've been left alone for so long. Next, I feel like Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes kind of fits into this because like I feel like I want to like purposely forget that I have to read 6 books for a whole series. Like 6-book series are just not in anymore. Like it's too much to read. Trilogies are where you want to be, or duologies, because they work. Even a quartet. But 6 books is a lot. Like there is really not that many like series that are being published these days. Like we don't have to wait that long. But I know I need to reread the first one because I kind of forgot everything that happened. I remember the incest and then the relationship between like the princess and the guard. That is all I remember, but I need to like refresh. But I also know that after book 4 the series goes downhill apparently too, so I just want to forget the amount of effort I'm gonna have to put into this and probably be disappointed as well. And the other thing I really like to forget is when I buy 4 books in a series that I haven't even picked up the first one and I've owned these for like 6 years now. What is wrong with me? So Alice in Zombieland by Gina Showalter, I bought this when I was first getting into like the booktubes, first getting really exciting about reading as much as I try to, even though I'm not reading at the moment. And then I bought the second book when it came out, and then I bought the third book when it came out, and I bought the 4th book when it came out, and this was like how many years ago now, and I still haven't read these. And even though most people would tell me it's a good time to just unhaul them, but like I haven't even tried, and I'm sure it's gonna be good. It's zombies, I'm sure it should be fine, and I definitely don't want to unhaul it until I give this first book a try. But I've been saying that for so many years now that I just don't know. Do I give up or do I try? Because this is the type of stuff where I don't want to unhaul it because I'm sure I'm going to like it. But then again, it's like I'm not at the state of unhauling where it's like even if I know I'm going to like it, but if I don't have time I just get rid of it. Like I'm not there yet, and I don't know if I want to be there yet. And it's also a retelling, which is just like my thing. So like it's better to just try to forget, you know? So that is all for the video, and I didn't know I was going to be such a little grumpy because like I have some feelings apparently about these books. Like I probably could just get rid of everything that I have in this pile here, but like I don't want to yet, and I feel like I need to be like drastically changed to want to like really unhaul everything, or at least attempt to read the first books, and if I don't like it, get rid of the whole lot. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!